If you're daydreaming about helicopter flights, but concrete reality hits, where would you even park one? So instead, let's shrink that dream way down and explore the tiniest choppers ever built. From pocket rocket rotors to pint-size powerhouses, these mini helicopters pack a surprising punch. Ready to see how small a flight can get? These are the smallest helicopters in the world.
Introduce the Nissus gyroplane. This is manufactured in Slovakia. We are the first and only dealer here in the US to have one of the Nissuses.
Microopter SCH2A. Let's start with one of the smallest and lightest manned helicopters in the world, the Microopter SCH2A. This thing is tiny. It's only 4.2 meters long and stands about 2.1 meters high, making it pretty much the size of a motorcycle with wings. What's wild is that in the United States, you don't need a license to own or fly it. Flying with just a strap holding you in place is a feature of its design.
So I've been developing this coaxial helicopter for more than 12 years.
Now, this little copter definitely earns its spot in the ultralight category, but it's pushing the extreme end of that label. Weighing in at only 120 kilograms when empty, it's practically weightless compared to the bigger choppers out there. And if you think it's slow, think again. It can hit speeds of over 60 miles per hour. Not too shabby for something so small. We honestly didn't think anyone could make a helicopter this tiny, but here we are. It's like the helicopter equivalent of a scooter. Cool, but definitely for the daredevils out there. Gen H4. The Gen H4 is next level small and light, plus it can reach twice the max speed of the previous mini helicopter. The Japanese company that created it wasn't going for flashy or complicated. They just wanted a super efficient machine for construction jobs. So the design is pretty basic. Think open frame with a mounted seat. Nothing fancy, just pure function. When it's empty, this thing weighs around 70 kilograms. Basically nothing. Watching it zip through the sky, it's like something right out of a superhero movie. You can almost see it weaving through city streets, gliding effortlessly between buildings. And here's the best part. If you think this little machine is cool, just wait until you see what we've got lined up at the end of the episode. No spoilers, but it's going to blow your mind. Nissus Arrow. What if you ditched the single big spinning rotor like a typical helicopter and went with a bunch of smaller ones? Almost like a supersized drone. That's the whole idea behind Zapata's air scooter. Now, technically speaking, this thing isn't a true helicopter anymore, but it's way too cool not to talk about. At first glance, you might think it's fully electric. It looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. But surprise, it's actually a hybrid.
They have a fuel door on both sides, and they actually provide you a dipstick so that you can get a very accurate fuel reading.
During early demo flights, Zapata has been controlling the air scooter remotely, so it basically looks like a massive high-tech drone. But don't be fooled. The real plan is to have pilots actually flying it themselves once development wraps up. They're just keeping it remote for now to iron out all the quirks before anyone climbs on board. If everything goes according to plan, the air scooter will be available for training and testing sometime around 2026. So yeah, it's getting real. And speaking of modern, head-turning flying machines, meet the Nissus Arrow, another jaw-dropper that fits right into this new wave of gyro designs. This beauty comes from a company that used to focus mostly on motorized air gliders. But after grinding away for over a decade, somewhere between 2022 and 2023, they finally revealed their first ever gyroplane, and absolutely nailed it. Not only does the Nissus Arrow look incredible, but it backs up the style with real performance. We're talking a top speed of over 120 miles per hour. Plus, it's got multiple flight modes you can switch between depending on your vibe, crank it to sport mode when you're feeling the need for speed, or chill out with comfort mode and soak in those panoramic views from the cockpit. Another reason gyroplanes like these are winning fans? They're way easier to fly than most traditional aircraft. So if you're dreaming about piloting your own craft someday, this could be your ticket. HC01. Nobody's come close to beating Gene Incorporation when it comes to making the smallest manned helicopter. But that doesn't mean there aren't some other seriously cool ultralight choppers out there. Take the HC01 for instance. It's the first helicopter from a Hungarian company called Hungarocopter, and while it might not win any awards for luxury, it's definitely impressive in its own right. Looking at it, you can tell this isn't exactly a fancy, high-end ride. But don't let that trick you into thinking it's cheap. The kit alone starts at over $80,000, and on top of that, you'll need around 300 hours to get it all assembled. But if the result means you can take off from your driveway, we'd say that's worth it. And it's not just about getting off the ground. It can reach a max speed of 280 miles per hour and cruise at around 100 miles per hour. Then there's this guy showing off by making the helicopter turn without even touching the controls.
This aircraft comes with multiple engine choices. You can get the whole line of Rotex choices.
Cool trick, but we are pretty sure that wasn't part of the original design. It's just that ultralight choppers can sometimes do their own thing if they're balanced right. Still, if you ever get the chance to fly one of these, maybe hold off on trying the tricks, unless you're a pro, of course. AW95. So far, we've checked out some helicopters that actually made it to the market, but not every one of them hit that level of success. One that didn't quite make it was the AW95 back in the 2000s. This American-made helicopter caused quite a stir during its development, and it's easy to see why. With just a simple maneuvering handle in front, you plug in some headphones to drown out the rotor noise, and boom, it probably feels like you're just gliding through the air on your own. This aircraft was actually a modern take on the Adams-Wilson XH-1 Hobbycopter, a single-seat home-built helicopter from the 1950s. But for some unknown reason, the company's website shut down in 2012, and now these helicopters aren't available for purchase anymore. However, the story doesn't end there. The blueprints for the latest version are still out there, and some die-hard aviation fans have taken it upon themselves to build their own helicopters from scratch at home. M912. Gyrocopters might just be the future of flight, but they're far from what you expect. No hovering, no vertical takeoffs, just a whole new way to soar. To get those rotors spinning fast enough, you have to roll the gyrocopter down a runway, kind of like an airplane. So forget about the classic helicopter moves like hovering or vertical takeoffs. Instead, you're looking at something that needs a little more ground to get airborne. But here's the cool part. Once you're in the air, you can land on runways much shorter than what planes need. Take a look at the one you're seeing right now, the M912. It's one of the smallest gyrocopters around, and you might be wondering how it just took off without rolling forward first. Well, some gyrocopters have a nifty feature called a pre-rotator, which briefly spins the rotors to help with a quicker takeoff. Once it's in the air, though, the engine actually doesn't power the rotors at all. But we've got two more small gyroplanes coming up for you, and they're worth sticking around for. But before we get into those, let's take a closer look at a few more small helicopters. Now Ecopter. Imagine zipping across the city skyline in your own personal electric helicopter. That's exactly what the Now Ecopter promises. This cutting-edge single-passenger aircraft is redefining urban air mobility, designed to make flying through the city as simple as ordering a ride on your phone. This Ecopter is built for ease and efficiency. Thanks to its autonomous flying system, all you have to do is punch in your destination, sit back, and enjoy the ride along pre-programmed routes. No pilot's license needed. It can hit top speeds of up to 81 miles per hour and offers a range of 31 miles, making it the perfect solution for quick, hassle-free hops across the city. Made from ultra-light carbon fiber composites, the Now Ecopter weighs just around 530 pounds, but can comfortably carry a passenger and their luggage, up to 260 pounds in total. Powered by lithium-ion batteries, it can cruise for about 30 minutes at altitudes between 500 and 1,000 feet, giving you just enough airtime to skip the traffic and get where you're going in style. But Now Aviation isn't stopping there. They are already working on future models powered by hydrogen electric technology, pushing toward an even greener future for air taxis. With the Now Ecopter, The dream of personal, eco-friendly air travel isn't just on the horizon, it's taking off. Safari 500. If you've ever dreamed of owning your own helicopter, the Safari 500 might just be the one to put on your radar. This compact ultralight beauty is powered by a reliable 360 Lycoming engine, packing some serious punch in a lightweight, nimble package. Built tough but smart, the Safari 500 features a powder-coated frame and a carbon fiber exterior, striking the perfect balance between durability and weight. You get smooth handling, sharp agility, and a ride that feels just as good as it looks. Inside, the cabin is all about comfort and a little bit of luxury. You can choose between holstered leather or cloth seats, plus carpeted flooring, giving the interior a polished, upscale vibe you wouldn't expect from a helicopter this size. But the Safari 500 isn't just about good looks and comfort, it's built for performance. It comes equipped with a specially fabricated engine cooling shroud and a vertical engine conversion to keep things running cool and efficient even when you're pushing it. Thanks to its impressive power-to-weight ratio and solid carbon fiber construction, this helicopter doesn't just fly, it soars, giving pilots a confident, exhilarating experience every time they take to the skies. Aviomania G2 Genesis. If you're looking for a flying machine that's all about pure thrill and versatility, meet the Aviomania G2 Genesis Duo. Designed by Nicholas Coles out of sunny Cyprus, this high-performing autogyro is built to deliver one unforgettable ride after another. The Genesis Duo is a tandem two-seater with an open cockpit and a sleek windshield, giving both pilot and passenger that perfect blend of comfort and wide-open visibility. It's like riding a motorcycle through the sky, with way better views. Under the hood, or in this case, behind the seats, it's powered by a turbocharged 115 horsepower Rotax 914 engine in a pusher configuration. If you want options, they've got you covered. Other engine setups include a 50 horsepower Rotax 503 and a 100 horsepower Rotax 912 ULS, depending on how wild you want your flights to get. Built tough but light, the G2s uses bolted aluminum tubing wrapped in a composite fairing, keeping things durable without weighing you down. Its 9.1-meter rotor gives you excellent lift and nimble maneuverability, while an empty weight of about 530 pounds and a gross weight of around 1,235 pounds let you haul a useful load of about 485 pounds. Plenty of room for you, a passenger, and your gear. And when it comes to speed, the Genesis Duo doesn't mess around. It can hit up to 112 miles per hour, making it a fast, efficient, and totally exhilarating way to take to the skies. Curti Zephyr. When it comes to light helicopters, the Curti Zephyr isn't just playing the game, it's rewriting the rules.
The Curti Zephyr, if I am saying that correct, and maybe I'm the only one who thinks it also sounds like you're saying dirty diaper.
This sleek two-seater is built for those who aren't just looking to fly, but to fly smarter, safer, and way more boldly. Born from the minds at CTI Aerospace, an Italian powerhouse with over 60 years of aviation know-how, the Zephyr was developed in partnership with Czech engine gurus PB's Velká Bitež and German innovators Junkers ProFly. This wasn't just another project, it was part of Europe's Disrupt initiative, a mission to completely shake up the world of ultralight helicopters. And man, did they deliver. When the Zephyr landed on the scene at the Aero Friedrichshafen show in April 2018, it wasn't just another shiny aircraft on display, it was a statement. One of its most jaw-dropping features? A full-on whole aircraft parachute system. If the worst happens mid-flight, this helicopter has your back, literally deploying a parachute to glide you safely back to Earth. That's not a gimmick either. It's been seriously battle-tested. But the Zephyr isn't just about emergency plans. It's a beast when it comes to everyday flying, too. It's designed for pure efficiency, crazy smooth handling, and a pilot experience so refined, it feels more like driving a luxury sports car than flying a helicopter. Whether you're clocking training hours or just chasing the adrenaline high of open skies, the Zephyr turns every flight into an adventure. Compress CH7 Charlie. If you're dreaming about flying something that's light, fast, and just flat-out fun, you've got to check out the Compress CH7 Charlie. This little two-seat ultralight helicopter is a game-changer for anyone who loves the idea of adventure in the skies. Right off the bat, the CH7 Charlie grabs your attention with its sleek glass cabin. It's not just for looks either. You get insane panoramic views that make every flight feel like a front-row seat to the world. Imagine chasing sunsets, skimming over snowy peaks, or just cruising low and slow over your favorite places. But don't be fooled by its sleek design. This thing's got some serious speed. It cruises at around 100 miles per hour and tops out at nearly 130, giving you the perfect mix of speed and control. Thanks to a turbocharged Rotax 914 engine pumping out 115 horsepower, the CH7 Charlie climbs like a champ and can take you up to 16,000 feet if you're feeling adventurous. And with a range of about 200 miles and up to 2 hours of flight time, you've got plenty of room for spontaneous getaways or some serious exploring. Plus, it's designed to be super user-friendly, so whether you're a seasoned pilot or just getting your wings, you'll feel right at home behind the controls. Conner K1. If you're into helicopters that blend serious muscle with sleek, modern design, you've got to hear about the Conner K1. This sophisticated Italian beauty isn't just about good looks, it's packing some serious power under the hood, making it a top pick for aviation lovers who want the best of both worlds. Designed to meet Europe's Class 6 microlight regulations, the K1 comes equipped with a beast of an engine, a 250 horsepower Conner TK250 turboshaft. Translation? You're getting big performance in a lightweight frame that's built to move. Its three-bladed rotor stretches out to almost 9 meters, giving you stability and smooth handling even when you're pushing the limits. Step inside, and you'll find a cozy side-by-side enclosed cockpit that's all about comfort and visibility. Perfect for 2 passengers looking to cruise in style. And thanks to the carbon fiber fuselage, the K1 stays tough and durable without weighing you down. Speaking of weight, the typical empty weight clocks in around 770 pounds, but it still boasts a useful load of around 440 pounds. That means even with full fuel, you've got room to bring along your gear, and maybe even a buddy who's brave enough to tag along. One of the coolest things about the K1? It's got a hybrid assistance system that kicks in during auto-rotation. If you ever lose engine power, the system throws in an extra 90 horsepower to help you glide safely to the ground. That's a major boost in peace of mind, and honestly, a pretty sweet piece of tech for an ultralight. XCL Composite. No license? No problem. The XCL is changing the game by letting you fly a helicopter legally, as long as you follow a few simple rules. Now, it's not exactly a smart move, but technically, you could fly a helicopter without a license. If you get caught, you're looking at some serious fines, and maybe even some jail time. But here's the twist. The XCL is one of the few helicopter kits out there that you can actually assemble and fly without needing a pilot's license. The XCL is an ultra-light helicopter designed to meet FAA regulations, meaning you can take it to the skies without cutting corners on safety. Of course, as long as you're flying around your backyard, who's really going to stop you, right? The ultralight XCL kit comes with a solid piston-powered engine that lets you stay in the air for about 45 minutes at a time, cruising at around 62 miles per hour. It's the perfect little DIY helicopter for anyone who's curious about flying but doesn't want to go too high up. Oh, and it even has floats, so you can land it on a lake and chill out while enjoying the view. Plus, it's the most affordable kit on the list, coming in at just $41,000. Not a bad deal if you're looking to get your hands on a helicopter and take it for a spin. Sakari 7T. Whether you're chasing adrenaline in the sky or tackling precise aerial tasks, the Sakari 7T is engineered to handle it all. If you're also seeking an ultralight helicopter that excels in both versatility and performance, this is the one to impress.
The Sakari 8 is a nice light helicopter. We use the Rotax 915, which is a great performer.
Whether you're chasing adrenaline in the sky or using it for aerial applications, this helicopter is built to do it all. Available in both single-seater and tandem configurations, the 7T is the result of decades of evolution from the Sakari 7 Angel, making it a truly refined machine. Over the years, it's undergone some serious upgrades, improving its design and, of course, safety features. So, you know you're getting a tried-and-true aircraft with modern touches. Under the hood, it's powered by the trusty Rotax 912 and 914 engines, which means smooth operation and a level of responsiveness that'll have you feeling connected to the sky every time you lift off. The centrally located seat provides fantastic visibility, so you'll get a crystal clear view of everything around you, whether you're cruising low over a field or cutting through the open sky. And with the cabin's aerodynamic design, the 7T is built for performance, slicing through the air with ease. One standout feature? The innovative governor system. This little gem takes the guesswork out of flight management, especially during auto-rotation maneuvers.
Yeah, so the Sakari 8 is a pretty new design. The development finished in about 2018.
Ensuring smooth transitions and giving you peace of mind when it matters most. Built tough with high-quality SAE 4130 chrome molybdenum steel, the 7T's fuselage prioritizes safety while keeping things lightweight, so you don't have to sacrifice performance. Plus, if you're into aerial applications, the optional kit is a game changer, allowing you to cover large areas efficiently, making it a solid tool for everything from recreation to agriculture. All in all, the Sakari 7T isn't just another ultralight helicopter. It's an exhilarating flying experience wrapped up in a machine that's as versatile as it is powerful. Whether you're flying for fun or getting serious with aerial tasks, the 7T has got you covered. Subscribers pick. Gliding through the open sky, this red sportcopter catches the eye like a flame against the blue. Sleek, bold, and incredibly lightweight, this machine blurs the line between helicopter and personal flying dream. Perched confidently atop it, a lone pilot sits exposed to the rushing wind, strapped in and ready to conquer the air. With no walls to separate him from the sky, it's just man, machine, and pure adrenaline. Every turn and tilt feels almost like an extension of his own body. What do you think about flying something so daring and exposed? Would you ever strap in and take off on a machine like this? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Talon A600. If you're on the hunt for a helicopter that seriously raises the bar, the Talon A600 has got you covered. This next-level overhaul of its predecessor brings a sleek all-glass cockpit and top-of-the-line MGL avionics, giving you smoother control and navigation every time you take to the skies. One of the standout features? The dual FADEC system. It's a game changer, ensuring redundancy that keeps the engine running smoothly without giving you any unnecessary alarms. Basically, it's like having a backup engine plan that kicks in seamlessly, so you can stay focused on flying rather than stressing about engine issues. And let's talk about the new heavy-duty cog belt drive. It makes maintenance way easier and bumps up durability. With a useful load of about 535 pounds and a super economical cruise speed of 90 miles per hour, the A600 is ready to go the distance. And if you're feeling a little speedier, it can even exceed 100 miles per hour, especially if you're flying with the doors off and letting the wind rush through. The redesigned landing gear is another nice touch. It provides extra stability and makes getting in and out of the helicopter that much smoother. Whether you're landing in tight spaces or hopping in and out quickly, you'll appreciate the improved accessibility. What really makes the Talon A600 stand out, though, is the Rota commitment to quality. If you're an amateur builder looking for a helicopter kit that's both fun and rewarding to build, this is your perfect match. It combines user-friendly design with cutting-edge tech, plus awesome support to help you through the process. Denali H3. The Denali H3 Easy Flyer, now simply known as the Sport. This slick little ultralight helicopter was designed with versatility at its core, making it a perfect fit for everything from flight training and personal adventures to light utility work. Built to meet the strict European Class 6 microlight standards, the H3 Sport keeps things lightweight but sturdy, with a gross weight of around 450 kilograms. Thanks to its classic setup, a single main rotor and a tail rotor, it handles like a dream, offering tight, responsive control that pilots love. Step inside, and you'll find a roomy side-by-side cockpit wrapped in a clear bubble canopy that gives you stunning visibility in every direction. Whether you're learning the ropes or cruising low over open fields, you and your passenger will be flying in total comfort. When it comes to power, you've got options. You can go with the reliable 100 horsepower Rotax 912 ULS, or kick things up a notch with the turbocharged 115 horsepower Rotax 914. Either way, you're getting solid performance built to match your style. The Denali H3 Sport isn't just about sleek looks and power though, it's built tough too. The welded stainless steel frame and two-bladed rotor setup ensure smooth, stable flights every time you lift off. Plus, with a practical payload of about 267 kilograms, it's not just for show. This helicopter can haul some serious gear. Helellisport CH77. The Helellisport CH77 Ranabot, Italy's take on what an ultralight helicopter should be. This isn't just another pretty aircraft, it's a smart mix of innovation and hands-on accessibility, making it a real gem for aviation fans who like the idea of building and flying their own machine. The CH77 Ranabot was crafted to meet the tough European Class 6 microlight standards. But don't let that technical stuff scare you off. This chopper is as friendly as it gets for amateurs looking to get serious about flying. It sports a clean, streamlined design with a single main rotor and a cozy side-by-side enclosed cockpit that's perfect for two. Whether you're training, joyriding, or just chasing the horizon, you'll be doing it in comfort and style. Tucked right beneath the canopy is a souped-up Rotax 914 engine cranking out a solid 130 horsepower. It's a reliable powerhouse that gives this lightweight bird some serious get-up and go. Speaking of light, the CH77 tips the scales at just around 280 kilograms when empty, meaning it can handle a useful load of 220 kilograms. Even fully fueled up, you're looking at a payload capacity of about 173 kilograms. Not bad for an ultralight. With a rotor stretching just over 6 meters across, this helicopter offers the kind of nimble, responsive handling that makes flying it an absolute blast. And thanks to the durable skid landing gear, it's built for practical day-to-day flying, not just perfect weather conditions. Maybe the coolest part? You get it as a kit, which means you can build your helicopter, adding a personal touch every step of the way. Whether you tweak it for speed, comfort, or just pure fun, the CH77 Ranabot is designed to be your aircraft. All in all, the Helellisport CH77 Ranabot isn't just a helicopter, it's an experience. A chance to get your hands dirty, hit the skies, and feel the thrill of piloting something you helped bring to life. Spirit Tandem. What if your next thrill ride started with a turbocharged Rotax engine and ended with the coolest view you've ever seen? The Spirit Tandem is a sweet blend of performance, safety, and a little extra flair. Based on the Argentine CH7B and perfected with Italian engineering, this two-seater ultralight is made for sport flying, training, or just some fun personal flying. Under the hood, it's got a turbocharged Rotax 914 engine that cranks out 115 horsepower, so you'll have plenty of power, especially at higher altitudes. The centrifugal clutch system ensures smooth and quiet starts, making every takeoff a breeze. Built with durable, lightweight chromoly steel, the Spirit Tandem is agile and super responsive in the air. Certified in France as an ultralight Class 6 helicopter, it meets high safety standards, making it a top choice for aviation enthusiasts looking for a reliable and exciting flight experience. Robinson R22. The Robinson R22 is one of those helicopters that stood the test of time, in production since 1979, and still a favorite among enthusiasts. It's a lightweight, two-piece design with a single reciprocating engine, a semi-rigid two-bladed main rotor, and a two-bladed tail rotor. The main rotor has a teetering hinge and two coning hinges, while the tail rotor only features a teetering hinge. Pretty neat for a machine this old. Built with welded chromoly steel tubing for strength and durability, the basic structure is rock solid. But the forward fuselage? That's a mix of fiberglass and aluminum, topped with a clear plexiglass canopy. Even the tail cone, vertical and horizontal stabilizers are aluminum, keeping the weight down to just 880 pounds, seriously light for a helicopter. Inside, the cabin's fully enclosed, with side-by-side seating for the pilot and passenger. But here's the fun part. If you're feeling a bit daring, the doors can be removed during flight. Perfect for snapping photos or just taking in the world below. While the R22 has a few different versions, they mostly look the same at first glance but pack some cool variations. The R22 Alpha, for instance, has extended aft landing gear mounting points, giving it a slightly nose-down attitude on the ground and improving the skid's alignment when hovering at low altitude with both seats occupied. Other versions, like the R22 Beta, Beta 2, and Mariner, add some extra touches for those who need more power. Think engine speed governors, rotor brakes, and even an auxiliary fuel tank for those longer flights. Perfect for anyone looking to stretch their legs on a bigger adventure. Eagle Helicycle. If you've ever dreamed of building your own helicopter and flying it, the Eagle Helicycle might just be your ticket to the skies. Produced by Helicycle Ventures, a trusted company out of New Mexico, this small but mighty helicopter has been catching attention since 1997. They're all about creating solid, modern aircraft that are as fun to fly as they are to build. These days, they offer a kit for their 6th generation Helicycle, designed to give you a smooth ride and plenty of thrills. The kit is for a single-seater helicopter with a 100 horsepower engine, allowing it to hit a top speed of 110 miles per hour and cover 150 miles on a full tank. Plus, it can carry a pilot up to 220 pounds. So if you're a bit on the larger side but still want to take to the air, this could be a great option for you. Building the Helicycle isn't a quick fix. It'll take about 400 to 600 hours to complete, so be prepared for a serious weekend project. But once it's all put together, the good folks at the manufacturer will send someone to make sure everything's set and ready to fly. Safety first, after all. The kit also includes some top-notch avionics and electrical systems, plus the crucial radio to keep you in touch while you're cruising through the skies. If you're looking for an exciting challenge and a new way to take your hobby to the next level, the Eagle Helicycle could be the perfect fit. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.